So what we're going to do is we're going to check this together. I'm going to pick sticks. You're going to tell me the answer. I'm going to put it up on the board. Make sure you have the correct answer. If your answer is wrong, you just put, like say you put the word number line, but it's supposed to be digit. Well, you would take your red pen and you would just put one thin line through the number so that you and I can both see what your original answer was, so that way I can see where a mistake may have happened, you can see where a mistake may have happened, and then underneath or on top or next to it or whatever, you write the correct answer. So does everybody understand how to check your work? You put one thin red line through the incorrect answer, and then you write the correct answer with your red pen. You are not erasing. You are not rewriting it with pencil. You are using your red pen. If I get it back, because I'll be giving you a grade, you'll be checking it, but I'll be giving you the number grade. So if I get it back from you, and you have not corrected any answers or anything, you're going to lose double points. Does everybody understand? So make sure that if you have an incorrect answer that you correct it. Okay, so everybody, let's look at number one. Oh, first of all, if you don't have your name, number, date at the top, use your red pen. Everybody should. If you do not have your name, number, and date, use your red pen. Because once September starts, not having name, number, and date counts as it being late, which means you lose a point. Even if you have your name and your number, if you don't have the date, it's late. If you don't have anything, well, it's definitely late. So make sure you have all three of those things. First and last name, number, and date. Okay, number one. Each card shows the definition or an example of a vocabulary word. Write each word from the word bank on the card with the matching definition or example. Before I start, I want to count how many vocabulary words I have in my word bank and how many blanks I have. That will tell me, hey, I can cross them off. I'm going to use each one once. Or, wait, I might have to reuse a word. Or, there's too many words. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blanks. So that probably means I'm going to use each one once. Now the first one. What do we have pictured here? Ethan. Do not draw with your red pen. If I see a bunch of drawing with red pen on your paper, you're going to lose points. You are not drawing with your red pen, so I would put it down until you need it. Ethan, what do we have pictured here? What is this? You're using one of these words to say what this is. A number line. So the word number line goes on that very first card. If you do not have number line, use your red pen to draw a thin red line through whatever word you do have, and then the word number line. Next, we have 23,042 blank 23,000. Carla, what word goes with this card? It's the middle card on the top. What is it?
Greater than.
Is greater than. Now, are we done though? We have 2 blanks on this one, right? So what do we have to put in this circle? Carla?
A crocodile mouth pointing to the bigger number.
So are we going, is our crocodile mouth pointing to the left or to the right?
This way.
To the
So
left. Good. So if you do not have both of those, you need to use your red pen to make sure you have both of those. That was a 2-part question. Okay, last, we have the last one on the top row. We have example 83,104. Zadie, what word goes with this card? Sorry. Correct. Standard form. You guys are going to learn about this about me. I don't like when you answer questions like standard form. Answer with confidence. Standard form is not confidence. I don't think I'm right, but I'm going to say it anyway. Answer with confidence. Okay, the first card on the second row, it says the value given to a digit by its position in a number. Aaron, what word goes with this card?
Period.
Not period. This is where, so it can't be period. That means you might have another one wrong. If you didn't know these, what should you have done? If you got to a card and you weren't quite sure what goes with it, what should you have done, Victoria? Well, but what should you do? We have vocabulary, so where should you go to find the vocabulary? That just tells you the word, but where should you go to find the answers? Zari?
Look back.
Look back. Remember, how can we tell a word is a vocabulary word? Zari?
If we've already used it.
How can we tell just by looking at lessons that a word is a vocabulary word? What is it going to look like, Zari?
It's going to look black and bold, so you know.
And what
that
does it have around it? Well, you may not know because you've been printing, but it has yellow. It's going to be black and bold with a yellow box around it. So, Aaron, it's not period. What is it? Victoria, can you help her out?
Place value.
Place value. Okay, the second card on the second row. Any symbol used to write a whole number. Michaela. Digit. Good. The first card on the third row. The name given to each group of 3 digits on a place value chart. Smith.
Period.
Period. The key word there is group of 3 digits. We know every 3 digits we have a comma because we are ending one period and starting a new period. The middle card on the third row, it says example, 80,000 plus 3,000 plus 100 plus 4. Cullen.
Expanded form.
Expanded form. The key word there is, the key symbol there is the plus sign. Because when we're writing an expanded form, we're basically writing a number sentence. Blank plus blank plus blank plus blank plus blank plus blank plus blank, however many digits there are. Okay, this third card, the last card on the third row, we have 34,842 blank, 43,842. Zari, what vocabulary word goes with this card?
Less than.
Is less than. And is that all we write for that card, Zari?
No, we have to figure out which one's the crocodile's.
We have to figure out the symbol. So we're using the less than symbol. Does the less than symbol point to the left? Does the mouth of the less than symbol point to the left or to the right?
To the right.
To the right. Very good. Hold on one second. Okay, we're supposed to start reading. So, what do I want to do? Do I want to go ahead and start reading and then do this after Spanish? Or do I just want to potentially finish reading after Spanish? Yes, Victoria?
This is art.
We had art on Friday. I just haven't changed it. That doesn't change what we have. Let's go ahead and finish this page, and then we'll check the other page after Spanish. Or if we finish reading early. Okay. First card on the last row. It says example, 83,104, but it's not written with digits. Kingston, what word goes with that first card on the last row? Word form. hard. 44,204 blank. 44,204. Victoria, what word goes with that? Is equal to. And then, are we done? Did we just have to write that word? We also had to write the,
Equal sign.
which is the symbol for equal to. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is, girls at home, please put those to the side. Do not touch them until later. Everyone at home, I'm going to come around and collect, and then I will pass them back out. I need to finish going back over the check my progress. Okay. So now go ahead and turn to the back. And we're looking at numbers 2 and 3. The directions to number 2 and 3 say write the place of the highlighted digit, then write its value. When it says write the place, what does it mean? Colin?
Where it is.
It's location. So is it in the ones place? Is it in the tens place? Is it in the hundreds? Is it in the thousands? Is it in the 10,000s? Is it in the 100,000s? And so on. And then when you say what is its value, what does that mean? When you say what is its value, what does that mean? Michaela, is your hand raised?
No.
Well, what is its value? Place is its location. Value is how much it's worth. Very good. So are we trying to write a digit anywhere? No. We already know in number 2, 34,025. What is the highlighted digit? Cullen?
4.
4. Now, first part, what place is it in?
The 1,000.
The thousands place. Cullen, how much is a 4 in the thousands place worth?
4,000.
4,000, very good. So that's what we were looking for. You need both of those answers. If not, use your red pen. Number 3, 52,276. Kingston, which digit is highlighted? 5. Very good. What place is that highlighted digit in? What place is it in? Remember, place is location, value is how much it's worth. So what place is that 5 in? Can't hear you.
100,000 place.
Is there 100,000s? Do we even have 100,000s here? We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. So make sure, if you're not sure, start on the right and start naming places until you get to where you're looking. Now, how much is a 5 in the 10,000s place worth, Kingston? 50,000. Very good. So you needed both of those answers. If you do not have both of those answers, use your red pen. Yes, Victoria, quickly.
I accidentally stopped I accidentally put 50.
Oh, that's okay. As long as you have these two answers, it really doesn't matter where they are, as long as you have them. So if you put the value first and then the place after, that's fine, you're still right, as long as you have the correct place and value. Or if you fit them both on the same line, that's okay, whatever. Yes, Zadie, quickly.
What if you wrote, like on number 2, you wrote the thousands place, and then under it you put 4,000? Like,
Does that mean the same thing as this?
no.
Are you saying that you have this?
Yes, but then 4,000 is in word form.
Oh, that's okay. But that's okay if you have it in word form as long as you have 4,000, not 4 or whatever. That's fine. But just know that it is looking for a number. Aaron, quickly.
I wrote value on each side of the number. I put value beside the number and then I wrote the number.
Oh, that's fine. Do you have the word thousands? And do you have 4,000? Do you have the words 10,000s and the word 50,000? I mean the number 50,000. Then you're fine. Okay, number 4. A car costs $36,547. Write the cost in standard form. So Zadie, when we're writing in standard form, what are we writing? Are we writing digits? Are we writing words? Are we writing an addition problem? We're writing in standard form.
Digit.
Digits. We have money. So what's the very first thing that comes no matter what when we're talking about money? If you were humming, stop. Ethan, sit and pay attention. What's the very first thing we always write whenever we're talking about money? Michaela, help her out.
The money sign.
A dollar sign. So if you don't have that, make sure you write that. I'm not going to count off, but I will eventually. Because eventually you must have the unit, and a dollar sign counts as the unit. Okay, now tell me the digits. Don't forget what goes between periods? Commas. So don't forget. Start telling me digits.
3,
3,
6, comma, 5, 4, 7.
so $36,547. Very good. Okay, number 5 says a farm sold 429,842 apples and 53,744 pears. Did the farm sell more apples or pears? Aaron, don't forget to explain. But first, did they sell more apples or pears?
Apples.
When I wrote that, are they looking for me to write the number of apples or the word apples?
Number of apples.
Does it say, how many apples did the farm sell? Is that what it says? Is that the question? So are we writing the number of apples for the answer? No, we're only writing what?
The word.
The word apple. So if you have the number and not the word, you will lose points. A lot of you, every single one of you lost at least half a point on your homework last night because the question about the soccer fans said put the countries in order from greatest to least, not put the number of fans in order from greatest to least. Because countries, is there a country that has a number as a name? Is there such thing as that, class?
No.
No. So it was looking for Brazil, Great Britain, United States, not number, number, number. So every single one of you lost at least half a point because you put the numbers, not the words. So apples. Now how do you know? Aaron, a lot of times explaining is just showing work. So explain how you know that more apples were sold.
I know that more apples were sold because there's a bigger number, and there's a bigger number than how many pears got sold.
So you know that because this is one way you can explain. 429,842 is greater than 53,744. Another way you can answer is the 4 in the hundred thousands place is greater than nothing. Because in the number of apples, we have a 4 in the hundred thousands place. In the number of pears, what do we have in the hundred thousands place, class? In the number of pears, what do we have in the hundred thousands place, class?
0.
0 or
Nothing.
nothing. So 4 is definitely greater than nothing. So these are two ways you could have explained. You need at least one of them. So make sure you have the word apples, and you have either this explanation, this is an explanation in numbers, or this explanation, which is an explanation in words. So make sure you have one of those. Make sure you have all of this. Okay, helper number 2. No, sorry. Helper number 1. Sanitize, erase, sanitize. Okay, so for number 6, it says the table shows how much money was made at Laser Flip and Grind Skateboard Store. We have Laser Flip and Grind Skateboard Store sales. We have the item, skateboards, and then the sales. Skateboards sold the sales of skateboards was 130,223. Sales for helmets was 103,322. and sales for ramps was $133,032. Now, explain and show how to write the sales in order from greatest to least. So first we have to explain, and in this case, because we're looking at 3 different numbers, we're going to have to explain in words. So, how do you find greatest to least? Well, first, I looked in the hundred thousands place because that's the greatest place value. And compared. They're all the same, so that means I have to go to the 10,000s place. Then I looked at the thousands place. I know that 0 is the least. I have 3, 0, and 3. 0 is the least, so I know 103,322 is my least number. But I still have to figure out which one's the greatest and which one's in the middle. I'll go ahead and put an L for least. Then, so once I looked at the 1,000 and I figured out my least, then I looked at the 10,000s place. Then I looked at the 10,000s place. Then the thousands. Because then I've done this number. So now if I look at the thousands, I have a 0 and a 3. 3 is bigger than 0, so I know 133,032 is my greatest number. And 130,223 is in the middle. So that's how I found it. When you're answering these questions, you're putting your thinking into words. Knowing how you think is really important because it'll help you find the next answer. But I'm still not done because now I have to actually write the sales in order from greatest to least. Now, am I writing a word or a number? Well, if I look up here, I have item above words, and I have sales above numbers. Well, it's asking me for sales, so that means I need to write the numbers, and I'm writing them from greatest to least. So I know 133,032 is the greatest. Make sure you have the $ in both number 6 and number 5. I'm sorry, number 6 and number 4. If you don't have that, use your red pen right now. So 133,032 is the greatest. 130,223 is in the middle. And 103,322 is the least. Okay, now number 7 says, which set of numbers is written from least to greatest? Well, if I look at A, I can see that the numbers are written from greatest to least. So I know that's not the answer because the question asked me which ones are written least to greatest. If I look at B, well, if I look, I see I don't really have them in any order. They're just random. So it can't be B. C is the same way. I have 215,634, which is the least. But then I have 351,935, which is bigger than 351,914. So that can't be it either. Well, that leaves D. But let's check to make sure. 215,634, 351,914, 351,935. That is written in order from least to greatest. So that is my correct answer. When I have multiple choice problems like this, I want to eliminate incorrect answers by thinking about why they're incorrect. That will help to make sure that I have the right answer. So go ahead, you should have checked that with your red pen, not your pencil or your eraser. Otherwise that would be considered cheating. And then once you have finished checking, then your parents can go ahead and scan and send this to me.